White guys. Hey, Kenny.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 8.
I did eat earlier. I was very hungry. So this is the 8?
This is 8.
Now, is this where we do an 8 ball?
8 is great.
Oh, shit.
You got one?
I only got 2.
Nah, that's good. Keep it 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep them. Keep
Oh, shit. I'm probably sorry, dude.
Just wanted to remind everybody, the audio version is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. If you're only listening to the audio version, that's cool, but you're missing out on a whole bunch of sexy visuals on YouTube. You can find us there, White Guys, WYT GYS at YouTube. It's also the same on Instagram, TikTok, and anywhere else, Joe? I think that's it. Yeah.
Wearing our best.
We're in our best.
Regalia.
Yep.
Not for sale.
You're like a chameleon trying to blend into that couch. Right
You guys
now.
keep telling me, but next week's going to be different. If JoJo texts me, yeah, it's going to be too much. It'll be too much that we might not even be able to do it.
We're going to do it.
I mean, we're going to do it.
There's no such thing as too much, man.
It's a lot. I've really worn it. I've worn it out a couple times, but it is fucking. It will set you straight. I will definitely not be blending next week.
All right, I'm ready.
No blendsies next week.
I'm ready.
Or the other week. Let's go.
So we had a pretty epic white guy weekend.
We fucking
did
sure
we not?
did. 10 out of 10. Thanks to Jane.
Yep.
And Sandy, because she was amazing too.
Yes. Kenny celebrated a birthday. We also celebrated Mother's Day with my mom down at Rehoboth Beach.
It was amazing. Yo, ridiculous. Hot sauce.
Yeah, went out to see an amazing band from Delaware called the Hot Sauce Band.
If you're in that area and you ain't checking these guys out, you're failing yourself.
Yeah.
Those guys are, I've never seen, I told each one of them, I had to say something to them, like, I've never in my entire life experienced that type of vibe.
But I got whipped by an actual bullwhip.
I did get
in the middle of the show.
I got spanked.
Oh, we had remember we had the duel at the second show?
Oh, that's got to be on the show.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I didn't say no.
They did the what was it? It was the soundtrack to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, you know.
Yeah. That we should actually have. See, if we would have did the earlier show, like we should have had that playing like right now. But
yeah,
it'll come again.
Yeah,
we'll bring up the hot sauce and the duel.
But check them out if you're in Delaware. Hot Sauce Band.
Yeah.
They play all up and down the Eastern Seaboard.
Hands down, hot sauce all day. You guys.
Cheers to you guys. All you guys.
We double dipped in the hot sauce this weekend.
David, Mike's, Jimmy's.
Double Jims. Everybody. Carol. Don't forget Carol. Cheers, Carol.
And Carol. Yep. It was crazy. Crazy good. But yeah, I wanted to take. We're walking around downtown Rehoboth, and I really wanted to take you out to a nice birthday lunch. So obviously, I wanted to take you to Hooters.
Yeah, there's no hooting no more. I think it's
and there's no hooting anymore.
It's all cooting.
We walked down there.
No hooting, all cooting.
The Hooters in downtown Rehoboth is now called Cooter Browns. And I was
what the fuck?
Like
Is that
how do you? I don't even understand that name.
When we were talking about it, I was like, it has to be the actual name of the person.
Well, I was thinking it's a good lesson in the importance of the ordering of words.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine being in the meeting with the investors or whoever's deciding on the name, and they're like,
Cooter.
"How about Brown Cooters?" Switch it around.
Winning.
Cooter Browns. Now it's just a guy, first name Cooter, last name Brown.
Wasn't he on Dukes of Hazzard?
Could have been related to him. There was a Cooter on
I thought that was the guy that did the tow truck.
He was the mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's his.
He might have did it because, I mean, he probably made some money on that Dukes of Hazzard. If not, he stole it, and then he opened up in Rehoboth. You know what I mean? Like,
I still have to find. I know I still have an old metal Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox.
Dude.
It's around here somewhere.
The one thing that was bugged out growing up in I always asked Santa Claus for the racetrack, the RC track, and I eventually got like a RC car, like way past Santa Claus not bringing that
General
shit.
Lee?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I wanted the whole deal, and
Yeah.
Santa never brought that shit.
Dude, I remember. I think there was a jump, too, in the middle.
Yes,
it wasn't
did.
just the regular
Yes.
figure
Yeah,
eight.
no,
There
it was a jump, yeah. And I was super pissed. But
Duke boys got themselves into some business this time.
they sure did. They went down that Cooter Browns. Oh, shit. They were going to Hooters, but they got the Cooters. They were like, well, let's just do it.
So what else did we do? We walked around. Oh, so we didn't go in. We didn't go into Cooter Browns. We probably should have checked it out.
Nah, I'm good.
But
I ain't trying to entertain no Cooter.
there was a very interesting looking drag brunch right across the street from Cooter Browns.
That was quite interesting. I was like offset. I was like, wow. I saw a bearded mermaid.
So I was looking it up, and the Cooter Browns, I looked up in Delaware.
Yeah.
So it's not the same like chain, like the brand chain didn't change. It's a whole different restaurant.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Is Cooter Browns a chain?
they said it was a part of what food group did they say it was part of? Our chain of food groups. See if I can find it. Real
Cooter?
quick. It was dang, I just had it. Yeah, it is part of another group, but it's I've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's the only
never-
one I've ever seen.
That's the first time I see the Cooter Brown. And then we weren't down.
yeah.
We didn't go over there. I mean, we didn't go over there.
I would have been down for some brown Cooter, but I wasn't down for some Cooter Browns.
Nah. But yeah, it was wild. That
What else do we
little
do?
walk.
Oh, yeah, the drag show.
Oh.
Yeah. We should have went in, man.
Well, we had a
Maybe
time
next
crunch.
time.
Now
We
we had
did.
Mother's Day. Mother's Day is
Yeah.
it wasn't about us. It was Mother's
We
Day.
had flip-flops on, too. I don't want to go to a drag show in flip-flops. And, like,
I'm not,
baggy, like,
I've had really
bathing
good-
suits, no undergarments. Like,
Well, I did have the
if
built.
I get a fucking boner in the middle of a drag show and I'm just wearing a puffy bathing suit, there's no hiding that.
I was fortunate enough to have the ones with the built-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, see, I had one thin
you
layer
just-
of fabric between
was
me
it?
and the outside world.
That was the
Yeah.
new pair, the trunks that I bought at the
Yeah.
skate shop. Or
No
whatever that was.
lining, nothing.
Yeah,
so
I wore the lining
would've-
because it went with my little hoodie thing.
Yeah.
I try to collaborate. Yeah, I got to put the clothes together nice. You know what I mean?
We did go shopping.
Yes, we
Went
did.
shopping on
I
Saturday.
always celebrate my birthday. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Shopping in the rain was like singing in the rain. At
It
the
was
same
cool,
time.
man.
I
Yeah.
loved it.
Happy birthday to you.
I celebrate me every day like it's
Celebrate
my
you.
birthday. But ching ching ching, because I'm gonna knock this mic.
It was a part of the Krabby Dick's food chain.
Of course.
Oh,
Remember I showed you Krabby Dicks out on Route 1? Of course.
They know what they're
Yeah.
up to. They
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what the fuck they're doing.
Mhm.
I mean, you got
Dicks and
Krabby
Cooter
Dicks with a
Browns.
brown Cooter. I mean, Cooter Brown. I'm sorry.
What else do we do? We do anything else fun down there?
We went
Besides,
to
we
we
just
sat
chilled.
Oceanside. Oceanside.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Flew a kite, and then the other kids brought their kites out. It was beautiful.
It was cool.
I loved
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I absolutely it was just such a peace which I needed because I haven't been away for a little bit and I've been losing my fucking mind.
Got to rub some sunscreen on each other. That was kind of sexy.
He's lying because that didn't happen because he's all burnt on his knees. He's fucking lying. I'm burning my flats and my top flats and my feet and yeah, it's fine though.
Yeah.
I actually had the sunblock, didn't fucking do nothing. It's actually still in my little hit me bag. Like I never even sprayed it on there.
Doesn't do nothing if you don't put it on.
Well, the sun put it on my foot and it burned it.
Yeah.
That's what happened. But,
Yeah, white privilege doesn't work on the beach. You got to wear that sunblock.
Whitey gets burnt.
That's right.
We don't
Yeah.
get brown. We just
right.
get burnt.
But I like to usually I don't put anything on the first couple times in the sun. I like to get a nice like base coat cuz even though I'm pale as shit,
Kenny Powers did a thing with that base coat shit.
I can get a nice base coat and then actually tan and get pretty ethnic looking, which is like my favorite part of the summer.
I don't believe you.
Cuz like, the rest of the year it's tiring being a white guy. You know what I mean? Do you ever
Only
just
if
feel
you're a
tired?
only, tired how?
I mean, just like all, controlling the world, being in charge of everything, stealing music and culture and art from other people. Like it gets tiring being a white guy and ruling the fucking world, And sometimes I
think-
just want to get darker.
Yeah, well,
You know,
typically for me, my perspective is like the only reason why you're tired white guy is that you're not fucking doing something.
I'm doing
Like,
too much.
I've done a lot today, like, and I'm not fucking tired. I'm ready to go, dude. I'm gonna take over the fucking world. Like, I worked
Hell
all
yeah.
day. Like, I'm ready to crush some shit.
What'd you
and
put? You do 8 hours today?
Fuck no, 6.5.
Where- Oh, 6.5.
Hold on.
Dude. I did 8
6.5.
today.
You can't tell.
And you know what? Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was just thinking, like, I'm actually the longer we do this. So this is episode 8. I put in 8 hours today. You put in 6.5. We're still rocking out an episode, which
Yeah.
we do every other Wednesday. We'll get to a point where we're doing
Yeah.
it every week. We're not there yet.
No.
But I've lost a bit of respect for some of these comedians and these professional podcasters who do this as a living,
They do it
because they're not working a day job. They're doing a podcast.
But they figured
they're
it out. They worked the day job at one time. Don't discredit them.
No, but they're not doing it now. They're doing
Who gives
they're
a
doing a
fuck?
podcast full time. I'm saying we're knocking out
Oh.
quality shit,
Like
and
work. Yeah.
we're working full time jobs on top
That's
of it.
our life.
So
I'm excited about that. I love working that hard. Today was a really hard working day, and I'm so happy about it. Because I'm trying to build an enterprise, and how you build that is actually going out and fucking doing shit.
you're doing it.
I'm not stopping.
I love it.
I'll fucking come over there and Jimmy Fly snooker your ass right now. I'm telling you, dude. I'm fucking on fire. Like, I don't need speed. I got me's.
Yeah. You don't
I-
want to Jimmy Flash snook at me because I'll Ultimate Warrior your
Oh
ass.
shit! But I'll flip it into the camel clutch, motherfucker. You ain't gonna be. You're gonna be like this. You're like, ugh.
Camel toe clutch.
No. Oh wait, maybe.
What do
Yeah,
you
you're
got down
camel.
there?
I got nothing, McKendall. A smooth criminal.
So have
KG got nothing. Go ahead, shoot.
you guys seen this? Working off of our last episode, have you guys seen the new Miller Lite ad?
I just recently had watched it. I thought it was a fucking joke.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was real.
it seems like a joke.
It seems like a joke, but you said it was real.
As
It's real?
far as I have been able to ascertain, it's a real ad, and it features Alana Glazer from Broad City. Did you ever watch Broad City?
Don't watch anything, but no, I haven't watched it. No,
It's a really good show.
she seemed cool. That's why I thought it was a joke. Like I thought it was a
Yeah.
It seems
It was, I forget, 4, 5, 6 seasons maybe, Comedy
Yeah.
Central,
no.
about these 2 young 20-something girls living in New York, you know, a lot of drugs, a lot of sex. It was funny. It was
Sounds
good.
appropriate.
But so she's in this new Miller Lite ad, which is basically trying to kind of shame dudes who like beer and girls in bikinis about all the ads that Miller Lite has done in the past. So the whole premise of the ad is like, you know, they're actually trying to supposedly buy back old advertisements for Miller Lite, and they, based on the ad, are going to turn that into compost then that they're going to give to hop growers who
That
will
are
then
female.
donate those hops to female brewers.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the one thing I did learn was that the first brewers of beer were women back in ancient Sumeria and all around Mesopotamia, which is where beer was invented. But then eventually, once it became more of a commercial enterprise, I guess that's when men took over. When it became something that was taken out of the home, and it makes sense. Like, women were more in control of the home and what went on
Yeah.
the home, the cooking, things like that. So if beer making was happening in the home, kind of made sense that women were doing it too. But it's weird, man. She's like, she has this super preachy, kind of condescending vibe to her, and like almost like a stern librarian.
Yeah.
Kind of who's like going to come out and tell you all the bad things that you've done in the past. Like, you might like beer and you might like attractive women in bikinis, but there's something wrong with that. Like the line was like,
she even born
wh-
yet when that was going on? Was she even? How old is she?
I think I don't even know if she's 30. Maybe.
Well, she
I
wasn't
think
born.
she's
Like,
probably
we grew up with
20s.
this shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, I don't know. Everything
Yeah.
was okay until everyone else got born. I guess I don't know what happened.
But yeah, the one line at the end, she says like, "Without women, there would be no beer," which I'm like, all right, that seems like a little bit of an oversimplification. I think probably somebody would have figured it out.
Sounds
but
slightly aggressive.
But I'd say without women, men wouldn't have to drink beer to forget all the fucked up shit that they put us through. So she's true in that sense. They're like, we might not drink it if it weren't for women.
I guess if you
But-
found the right one to drink with, it's probably not going to be a problem.
But hats off to women for inventing beer.
Thank you, women,
So
because I'm
thank
very
you.
thirsty all the time when I'm social.
You created something that now we drink all the time, and you give a shit for drinking it. But you fucking created it, so that's on you. we're enjoying the fruits of your labor and don't give a shit because you invented it. So, and funny enough though,
Okay.
the movement behind prohibition was also spearheaded by women. So women created beer
And they wanted to shut it down.
tens of thousands of years ago, and then there were also women who spearheaded taking it away during prohibition. So
I'm just thirsty. I
Not
don't
all
care
that
if
cool.
you're a man or a woman.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drink and just enjoy yourself, or don't. I don't really play all that shit.
I mean, hats off to Miller Lite for actually having real women in their ad as opposed to men who are dressing up like women. So I'll give them that one. What else? Oh, yeah. Here's another one. And you sent me this, actually. So this is on you.
I was, you could put it on me however you want, but like it's just out there. So I figured you'd enjoy it because.
Oh, I enjoyed it
thought you
greatly.
enjoyed this.
So not to be outdone by either Bud Light or Miller Lite's self-destructive ad campaigns, Necromancer Brewing Company, which is out of Pittsburgh, has released, wait for it, Even Gayer. That's the name of this beer. It's their, they say, according to them, it's their first ever light American lager. And according to the brewery, a portion of the proceeds from this super gay beer will benefit Gay for Good Pittsburgh, which I'm not sure what that is, but I'm assuming it's some kind of organization that makes sure that if you are gay, you stay gay forever. So, sorry, like all of you lesbians until graduation, you lugs who are just maybe experimenting. Sorry, you experiment once, gay for good. That's it. There's no going back.
All in. So we gotta get
All
some
in.
of this beer. We gotta get.
So we
got to
get some. Oh, well, I just saw
shit.
they posted an update that they sold out like within 24 hours of the first
damn.
round of cans, and they have merch, and whatever, good for them. But they're definitely trying to ape off all this controversy around Bud Light.
I think you're having fun.
The shirts,
You're having
even
fun.
they're in the Bud Light script. They
Oh,
say even
shit.
gayer. I think it's funny. I think it's
I'm
good.
in.
Good
I'm
for
all
them if they're making money selling beer. But I thought, and I posted a comment on their Instagram post about this. How cool would it be if while you were drinking the beer, it actually turned you gay? Like just for the duration, the way alcohol gets you drunk.
Just
What
only
if-
while you're drinking it, and then you go back.
Like
to
a
regular?
little, like you have one beer.
It's like Willy Wonka type.
You're
shit?
like looking at your buddy a little bit. You have
like-
two. You're like noticing his bulge. Three.
Mm.
What do you got, Joe?
So I looked up that the Gay for Good organization.
Yeah.
And it pretty much just looks like it's a organization that gives back to the community. They have a what is that? Little queer librarians. So they make like little library things that are on the side of the roads for free books.
Cool.
Arts for Change, which is like they're moving furniture. It looks like. There's a one for Christmas.
Cool.
And
I'm gay for
animal
Christmas.
friends. So just like it looks like a
Just like a community.
community
But-
thing.
yeah.
That,
Cool.
Makes
Good.
people volunteer for
So they're
stuff.
like-
So I mean, it is a good cause. And like
Yeah.
whatever
I'll
the
support it.
cause is behind it, it's in the community, and they're giving money towards that. So I support that.
Sounds great.
I want a fucking shirt.
But dude, wouldn't you if you
I'm
could
a large.
if there was a beer that while you were drinking it turned you more and more gay until you got wasted and you were super gay, and then by the time you woke up in the morning,
Your butthole.
it wore off.
Yeah, your butthole.
I would. Would you? I would try it. Would you
I would drink it. Yeah.
I would drink it.
I mean, I'm not trying to be even gayer than you are, but like, I would try it.
Would you guys
I would
try it in
try
the
it.
same room together?
Oh, that's.
I think we'd have to.
that's
I
the
think we're
real
gonna have to do it on the
question.
cast. We're gonna have to do it on the cast because they can see us
well, we got to see.
transition into we're
Like,
gay.
Like you guys are friends, but you're gonna
Yeah,
be really good
I
friends
don't
after
know.
those beers. You split a 6-pack, and your
I don't
life might
think
change.
the beer is gonna actually get you there. I think if you know, you know. That's it.
No, but I'm saying, what if it could?
Oh well, damn. Then I would be gay. That's what I mean. What are you talking about?
Like, what if you could? It's like same thing. What if you could take a pill that would turn you into a woman for a specific amount of time? What if you could take a pill that
you
would
can't.
whatever?
You can't.
What if
because
you could
I'm
drink a
man.
beer
You
that would
can't-
turn you gay?
You can't take a
for-
pill and turn you into a woman. It's not gonna happen.
I know, but I'm saying, what if there was? Would you try
I
it?
can't imagine that.
You have a good imagination. Come on.
I do. But I'm not in Frisco either. But like,
I would try it.
There was a study about that back in the day. I saw it growing up.
About
that
what?
asking men and women what the first things they would do if they would completely one day wake up a woman, like asking a man, and of course the man's answer was a man's answer, just like how many times can you have sex in 24 hours or
Right.
like
Just
a
sit
lot
home and feel my tits.
yeah,
all day.
exactly. A lot of proactive, like looking in the mirror, all that, da 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 da. But women's
body
women's
count to me.
answer, like I feel like this one of like the women's. I know women's rights has been a thing for a while, but it was that weird area like where we're at now. It was like the beginning of that, and there was a lot of different answers. Like some woman was like, oh, I'd go take a piss, or like a lot of things like involving a dick. Other
I already
ones,
do
like,
that. I sit down the pee all the time.
a lot of like woke women were like, "Oh, I do this because like rights and stuff like that." But it was a very interesting article to read. Men in our simple minds were like, "Oh,
What
we're gonna
year,
do
though?
this."
What year was that shit? Because it's like a whole New Year's that we're
probably
living with.
probably like 2016, 2017.
Yeah. If you don't think there's any difference between men and women, read that story.
There you go.
You'll see some differences between men and women.
You'll find out then.
But yeah, maybe we should write to that. I don't know. I'm sure they're gonna brew another batch because they sold. I think they still have it on draft wherever they sell their draft. They're out of Pittsburgh.
We should drive to Pittsburgh and try
We
that.
drive to
shit.
Pittsburgh
we
and try to
should
get
do a
some,
whole-
dude.
Yeah, let's go get some. We're here for the even gayer. Yeah, let's go. Does it? When we leave, are we going to be like?
Yeah,
Like, is that the deal? Let's
it
go.
better be.
I want the fucking shirt.
It's false advertising.
I want a large.
Right.
M large. That's what I want.
It's like the queer candles. Like are they gonna turn me queer while I'm inhaling them when they're burning, or are they just made by queer people, or is it just made like?
Did you get one of those candles?
I just want.
Have you burned a candle yet?
I got one, but I'm a little like.
You should bring that shit down. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna
Bring
do
that
it.
candle down.
I'm gonna like
Let's see what
go
happens.
out into the woods by myself.
Trifecta, bro.
I don't trust you.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm American. You should never trust an American. Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, you can trust me. You're fine.
I can trust you, I think.
I wouldn't.
We haven't known each other that long.
Mm-mm. Don't trust me.
Yeah. I used to be a lot more.
We're in your basement right now. Do you trust me?
I trust you in the basement, yeah. I don't trust you not to spill a beer
It's going to happen.
or drop the mic.
I'm probably going to spill on your couch, and you're going to be super pissed. And I'm not
Don't
going to give a
spill it
fuck.
on my couch. Those were my mom's couches. Don't spill it on Jane's couches.
Jane will not care.
Jane's going to care.
Well, it's not a couch that's in her house.
She's not gonna care.
No.
She loves you.
That's payback for the
Yeah.
pizza on this mom's car. So spill away, Kenny. Drop that
Dude,
shit right
yeah.
now.
Thanks for the reminder, JoJo. I owe you money. I will cash in later.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
What is
dude.
it? What? Pizza dropped on your car?
You threw a slice of my mom's car and landed it.
Are you sure that was me?
Unless you're fucking in Pittsburgh, I don't know.
I think I was. I was at the Even Gayer beer opening that night.
Nah, you were there. You know what the fuck you did.
It was
lie
a
to
direct
yourself.
hit. That was pretty
It
good.
was pretty good. I'm not mad about it.
Dude, I've winged that shit. Frisbees. Splat. But then what did I do? I gave you a free coupon for a car wash.
It's not even. It's a different fucking car wash now. I have it hanging up in my mom's fucking fridge. I looked at it. I was like, it's not All Star anymore. They changed it. The Super Suds or whatever the fuck it is.
It's probably the same owner though. I bet they would.
Nah, dude.
I had a whole booklet of those. My
It's
dad
the-
left in his car when he died,
Mhm.
and so I have them. It's like a 10-pack, and I haven't used any of them yet, but I might try.
Let me know, because if
All right.
it works, I'll
Yeah, if
take
it works
my
for
mom's
me, then
car.
I'll let you
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, don't be douching because years ago, when I worked for this contractor store, one of the contractors gave me like a Wawa card and acted like there was money on it, and I went to go and buy some shit, and like there was like 93 cents on there, dude. Yeah, I was dying, bro.
What was that? Was that that was that Wawa gift
that was
certificate?
the free Wawa card.
Free
I was
Wawa
trying to-
drink.
I was
Yeah,
trying to
that
redeem
was
them
good.
Right there.
Nah, I missed it.
If the camera picked that up,
Yeah.
that went right past your head.
That's funny because I literally I was so pissed and they were laughing. I mean, when I
Yeah.
saw him the next time, he was laughing. He's like, I thought there was some money on there. Bullshit. You
Yeah.
douche me. Fucking Barachi. That
Well,
was
if they-
Barachi.
If they work, I'll give you a few more coupons, and then I'll throw
Yeah,
a whole,
no,
a whole
I need to
pizza,
wash
a
my
whole
mouth.
extra large pizza
I'm
on your windshield.
Yeah, I'm disrespecting my mom's car. It's fucking filthy right now. But I was gonna wash it before I went to the beach, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna be driving it. Like
Yeah, right.
I was gonna wash it. I was like, this is gonna
No,
be
it was your birthday weekend, man. I
Yeah.
chauffeured you all over. It
You
was
did.
great.
You did. It was beautiful. Yeah. It was no Ford Ranger. It was a Ford F-150. That shit was sweet. Smooth. That
It's
was
smooth,
a smooth
isn't it?
ride. Smooth
It's
ride.
a nice truck.
Liked it.
Yeah.
I sat side saddle in the Ford all weekend.
So we
got?
have an email from a listener that we've been meaning to get to for a while. And
This fucking life is fucking us up.
We'll see. Yeah. Let's see. We'll see what we can do with it. This is from a couple weeks ago. Thank you. Oh, so this is also the person who wrote a review for us on
Beautiful
Apple
review.
Podcasts.
We've been failing you.
Yeah.
We've been failing you. I'm sorry. I apologize. We want to do something with your deal. Like, we just haven't got the work done.
So she says, "Yeah, I might take you up on your mercy offer. I think you made some comment about sending her some free merch."
We're gonna get there. Oh yeah.
She says, "I'd love to have a beer cuzzy crocheted from your used undies with 'This might be freezer jizz' embroidered on the side." She's funny.
I love it. I wish I could embroider because I would have brought it.
It'd be a truly unique to the podcast gift that I would cherish, but really any merch would be proudly displayed and talked about.
It's coming. Trust us. We're gonna work on it. It's be like our fucking overwhelmingly busy.
Now, since your last episode might have been seen as a wee bit controversial, I have no idea what she's talking about. We don't talk about anything controversial. I thought it would help you by giving you some very safe white guy topics to discuss, prompted from previous discussions. You see, I only listen to paranormal/horror/cryptid. I'm not sure what that is.
We need help, Joe.
Conspiracy type podcasts. So if you could help me out and answer these questions in one of your episodes, that would allow me to remain consistent, and I would be so grateful knowing that Norm can't send you careening with his habitual line stepping. Now, I don't just talking about like country line dancing or something.
You look with
line
your
stepping.
regalia. You look like you could step, but not in the New Balance.
I can do some line stepping. I agreed with Kenny when he said that a woman can be just as much of a horn dog as a man. I used to be one such woman, enjoying a ride or 6 a day.
Damn.
Hello.
Shit.
Hello.
I wish I was in the 90s again. Fucking A, dude. Let's go.
Probably more than most until suddenly I wasn't. I had my mojo. I lost my mojo right after getting the COVID vaccine. Uh-oh. She said she was going to give us some non-controversial topics, and now she's talking about the COVID vaccine.
She brought that Rona in
Joe, what are you talking about? That is one of the most controversial subjects.
Rona. Corona season.
Oh, Rona.
Bada-bye, see.
It's been nearly 2.5 years. It is gone. I don't think about it. I don't even feel the pull. I don't feel the pull of the loin that I used to. I love the pull of the loin.
I think it might be the combination with the Corona and aging. You know, that could be a deal.
It's possible. I don't even stare at men's crotch bulgers at the grocery store. My question to you, white guys,
They don't have
is,
any dicks anymore, so whatever.
Have I? Yeah. My question to you, white guys, is: have I been eugenicized? Is that the right word?
You got me. I don't pronounce anything
I don't think
proper
that's
anyway.
the right word.
I'm not that
Did they sterilize me with the vaccine? Is there a cure? How do I get my mojo back?
Well, if you were a man, you would get Hims or Viagra. Like I think it's what they do.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't think there's any pill for. What was that back? Oysters. I think oysters do it, right? What are the other aphrodisiacs?
Pineapple juice or something.
What the hell's Spanish fly? Remember when everybody was like in middle school talking about Spanish fly?
I thought they were talking about the one that like fucking like Seymour like the they would eat
The fly?
the dragon. What the fuck is it called? The fucking.
I don't know, but do this some more.
Fucking.
From a Little Shop of Horrors?
Yeah.
I don't think that has anything to do with female horniness, but
But if
I
you
don't
watch
know.
the movie, it might make you horny. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I've heard other stories about that. I've heard that the vaccine is like screwed with women's menstrual cycles,
I can't imagine it being good.
all kinds of stuff. I mean,
Read that word for me.
so she spelled it eugenicized, EUGENICIZED.
All right. Well, I got something very close to that spelling. I think she misspelled it.
Yeah.
The scientifically errors and immoral theory of racial improvement and planned breeding.
Yeah, that's eugenics.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's what Margaret Sanger, who is the creator of Planned Parenthood, she believed in eugenics.
yeah, eugenics. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what that
so
is. I wasn't able to find anything on
Yeah.
the other word.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
JoJo. You know what time it is.
she lost her mojo.
JoJo didn't.
Oh, what time is it?
JoJo. No, JoJo
Oh.
really lost her mojo. But
Let's see this.
KG
Nice
wants
tight
nah,
spiral.
do a small one. Hit me,
No,
JoJo.
no, get that one because I got one of these.
All right.
What's your-
Okay. Oh, you get the good shit. You got Stardust. Motherfucker, I'm getting gnarly. I'm getting
There it is.
gnarly rabbit. Thank you, Hares. Yeah, they got some banging ass wings. They're called the what do they call them?
Chicken and
waffle-
waffles.
Oh, pff.
Yeah. Here,
JoJo,
two
chime in.
beers from our favorite
Hold
local
up.
brewery.
You get the proper logo so he could like promote yo.
Hares Hill.
Cheers, buddy. I love this stuff.
Kenny's got the gnarly rabbit. I got the Stardust.
My favorite.
Can we talk about those wings a little bit? I just like
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Please.
Tell us about the wings.
Kenny brought me some of those wings, and I don't know if they're new or newer. Or
It's
when
pretty
new.
new.
Yeah,
It's
they're
pretty
new.
new. It's pretty banging.
So I'm a person I can take it or leave wings. Like it's one of those things. It's like if it's a good wing, it's it's good. But these wings at Harris Hill, I'm pretty sure it just changed my life.
Nice.
It's like having dinner and dessert all at the same time, and which some people are like, oh, that's I
It's
won't
like a
like
dinner,
that.
dessert, and
Yeah,
breakfast.
It's
It's like
so
breakfast for dinner.
Sweet,
almost.
sweet and savory.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what is it? They call it like a chicken and
Chicken and
chicken and
waffles.
waffle
Mhm.
wing, and
Mhm.
it's unreal. Like I sound like a little fat kid in the corner right now talking about this, but like it was just
You're not wrong.
I had these wings.
Oh my
there
God,
was
these
chicken,
wings.
and there was waffles on them, and ice cream, and it was
Yeah.
delicious.
if you want to explain
They
how
should
they're
put
made,
ice cream on the
you'll
wings.
you'll sound like a little fat kid explaining how they're actually prepared
Oh,
because they're
Yeah.
they're next level.
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah.
I had them last week. I just finished my light dinner, and this nice man Mike next to me had they came through, and I smelt them. Like when he brought them, I'm like, I smelled that syrup, and I'm like, oh my god, it's good. He's like, you want some? I'm like,
Yeah.
I just ate, but like, I'm like, yeah, I can't resist them, and I had a couple of them. He hooked me up,
Yeah.
and I couldn't wait till wing night. the
Did they
following-
change your life as much as they changed JoJo's
It
life?
did. It did change my life, and it made
Yeah.
my pants a little tighter.
Oh.
The waist is
Mm.
fucking coming in heavy.
Chicken bone. Oh, that way. I thought you meant they made.
No,
I
no,
thought you
no,
meant they
no,
gave
I
you a
was talking
boner.
about the
'Cause yeah,
the excessive
your
eating.
waistline,
Yeah, nah.
not your.
I don't know
crotch
about you, but when
area,
I had
but-
those just completely bricked up, like just maybe it was because you were sitting next to me, but
I don't know.
those-
I was looking at Joe as he was eating those, and I thought I saw some.
all right. When we
Some
made
bone
eye
action
contact, it
going
was like
on.
quarter chop. When I looked
Yeah.
over at Kenny eating those
See?
wings, it was just
Yeah.
I could barely like hold myself
You
in the
guys are
seat.
tripping, yeah. You fucking motherfucker. You got the wrong motherfucker, dude. With these fucking chopped up wings.
So does anybody? You have any advice for the other Joe who sent in not our JoJo but this Joe about?
We're gonna. I definitely want to
Losing her
entertain-
mojo?
Yeah. Well, as far as advice for that, I mean, I don't even know. How to, I don't know how to help you because I gotta figure out my own shit.
Did you want to send her your number, maybe?
Oh, it's 610-867.
And now we're gonna go.
309. It's called Kenny, not Jenny. She just fucked my whole jam up. You guys suck.
You
Yeah,
know,
I was just giving her my number.
I have some advice, for this lady. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm younger and still considered a horn dog, but have you had sex since you lost your motivation?
Yeah, I'm
Because
not sure.
You know what I mean? That could be a
It's-
very vile point because maybe you went a time without having it and no longer, maybe you were having
we still
sex.
desire it the same way. Trust me,
Yeah,
that's where
yeah,
I'm at.
so,
dude.
like-
I'm
You're not
guessing
alone,
that she
JoJo.
hasn't, because if she's saying she has no drive and no desire, I'm guessing she hasn't.
Yeah, so it's
actually
you know what I
had
mean
sex
because
since then?
some people who have consistent sex can almost consider it
maybe
like
she just
an
needs-
addiction.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna sound bad, but maybe try it again, try to have sex again, and that will maybe spark that flame one more time. And
Yeah.
you'll see. I mean,
It's hard to find the right one right now. So
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it.
so, but, I mean,
Jojo, I'm
like-
sorry. It's difficult at times. Like,
Maybe maybe we can like set up a call with her on the next episode.
Oh,
we can
that'd be
actually call her
what do you
live.
think,
and
Joe? What's up?
We do a little phone sex.
well,
Yeah.
Maybe live on the show.
Shit.
All three of us.
We're gonna have to get some of that fucking
We'll wear the
even
spankets.
gayer when we play her.
Well, yeah, we'll have the even gayer beers and the spankets.
Well, then we're not gonna. Then it'll just be us
Oh,
fucking in the studio
fuck.
in the basement.
Bad move.
We're
mean,
like,
we-
wait, who's
Pump
on?
the
Who's
brakes.
this on the phone? We want,
We have the couch set up so we can make it happen. But yeah, no, I
Right.
mean, at least my advice for her is maybe try. I don't know if she's married or what her situation is, but trying to spark that flame again.
yeah,
And but a big thing is like Kenny brought up is like one, aging can affect your sex drive,
Absolutely.
and also
And
like health.
yeah.
Big people don't think about it. I feel like especially more for women than men. Like sex drive is like things you're eating, how much you're exercising. So in a state of COVID where we were like oppressed and not moving
Wow.
around and really
Yeah.
lethargic, that can drastically kick back the sex drive. And maybe I don't know what type
You're
of
not
person this
wrong.
is. It could be increased alcohol consumption can also lower sex drive. So there's a lot of things that can play into it. Like the pandemic brought a lot of new things that we weren't existing to.
yeah.
And it takes 3 weeks to develop an addiction. So losing that addiction in 3 weeks
Yeah.
can change, and then your lifestyles change. So maybe your life doesn't dedicate that drive anymore.
Sure. Yeah, I've never noticed increased alcohol consumption having any negative effects on my sex drive, but I've heard that's a thing.
Estrogen, it releases,
But,
at least for men, it releases excess estrogen.
I
in the
think,
body.
yeah, especially IPAs, because IPAs tend to have more estrogen, plant estrogen in them than
So
that's what.
that's what happens to my penis.
Yeah, well,
What happens?
it also
What do
you
explain? I don't
you
know
also
what
get
I'm talking
some
about.
you also get some man boobs there with that
Mm.
estrogen.
I
that
do
extra
got some milky titties.
Tofu. You don't
I got
eat.
some milk. I
You
got
eat a lot of tofu, don't you?
No, I don't know what that
No.
is. I eat toes and
Yeah.
fools.
Kung
I
fu.
don't eat- I do kung fu. Like,
So yeah, I don't know. I wish Joe had some good advice. I wish I had better advice.
I
I
wanna-
don't know. That what I do know about COVID was that it was the perfect experiment in figuring out who would follow directions and who wouldn't. That's what I would say.
I don't
As
follow
far as
any
a
direction. but
social
my own.
engineering perspective,
Yeah.
who's
They
going to
won't.
fall in line, who's going to do exactly what they're told to do, and who's going to say, maybe I want to make
But I
my own
don't-
decisions. Maybe
But
I don't.
we can't. This is the thing. Like I even said, like even though I didn't decide to do that, like I don't like shun anyone for deciding to do what they did.
No.
That's like I don't. That's one thing. Like I took my mother to get her shot. I didn't want to take one because I had like Lyme twice, and I just didn't know how that was going to react with these
Yeah.
experiments they were going to perform on us.
I completely agree with you, and I completely understand that perspective. I have never denigrated or given
Not at all,
anyone
dude.
shit for deciding to get vaccinated.
But
what has happened
Is
was
that the others?
the reverse.
Yes, the reverse was fucking horrific, and
Remember that
can
we
fuck
were
yourself.
we were killing grandma,
yeah.
that we were putting people in danger, that we were literally
What-
killing people by not
Yeah,
getting
that's-
vaccinated.
that's-
That's so like
I mean,
I
no,
will extend that generosity towards other people, but it wasn't extended towards those of us who decided
exactly.
to not.
They
So-
like beat on us. We were the whipping post, and I
Yeah.
think that's fucking
and
ridiculous.
at this point, I mean,
Now
I
it
don't know-
came out. That,
I don't know
like,
if you're still following the news releases, but
I've heard some things that like it was
It's-
all horseshit. Like hot potato bitch. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
right.
it's just like they really just were playing with us, and it wasn't fair,
yeah,
and it was rude, and
All those
That's
people
why
that
you do
lost
it.
their jobs because of that.
it's
And
crazy.
now they go out to say that, hey, by the way, people that are vaccinated or non-vaccinated are considered the same again, and it won't have any effects in the workplace.
Yep.
People lost their careers because of that.
It's
People lost
crazy.
businesses.
Because they
Yes.
went against their moral
Hundreds
rights.
of year-old businesses,
And
hundreds,
me personally, I was, I lived with my grandparents at the time as a younger man when the pandemic started, and I was in a sense forced to get it. Like I was against it, wasn't for it, and was forced into it, and actually still to this day have certain skin outbreaks. and
that's
stuff
right.
that-
You were telling us, yeah.
yeah. So it's one of those things like you definitely were saying. It wasn't two ways. It was like a lot of people were like, hey, if you get it, good for you.
yeah.
But it wasn't the other way around. If you don't get it, you're a terrible person. You're killing old people. You're putting other people's lives in danger just to find out. And like these people were losing their careers, and all for what now? It's all nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like considered it's like I wouldn't say it's like the flu now, but in a sense, the way they
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Basically,
now, you know
is.
what I mean?
But, dude, I went to court to attempt to protect my kids from getting it because my ex-wife was so terrified of COVID that she actually told me that our children are in grave danger of dying every time they walk out the front door if they're not vaccinated.
Evil.
So we had 2 full-day court hearings about it, and eventually the judge gave her temporary authorization to do it, even though we have shared 50-50 custody on the kids.
Yeah.
So we have to, any kind of medical, anything,
Well,
decision like that, we have to agree
it always
on.
sides
So,
to a different side, and that's all I'm going to say.
yeah.
It sides to a side that's not you, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I
That's the
mean,
reality. Like, that's the craziness where, like, you really don't fucking matter, bro.
it was tough, man. I mean, I represented
good.
myself. I couldn't afford a lawyer.
No.
She had a lawyer that she paid,
that,
you know.
that
and-
whole
and
climate, you weren't winning. You were never going to win,
the
even
judge,
if you tried.
the judge was understanding, though, even that, like, she gave me a lot of leeway because at that time I was a mushroom farmer,
Yeah.
not a lawyer.
Yeah.
Didn't know what I was. But I brought a good stack of evidence from well-respected doctors, people who, I mean, multiple countries in Europe decided way before us that it's not a good idea to vaccinate healthy children. What's the point? If anything, the risks far outweigh the possible benefits from it.
For like
That's where I was coming at it. It was not like I was anti-vaccine. It was like, no, I've got 2 healthy kids. Why would I vaccinate them with some kind of experimental injection when the risk to them is so low?
Right.
If
for
it
being
was
younger.
if it was swapped,
they
it was
were-
like the risk for
if your kids
older
were
people.
if your kids were grandparents, then I would be
Exactly.
concerned.
That's what that
That
was
makes
one of
sense.
my
And
points.
so
It
if
was
like your
like,
kids were like 80 years old, like
Right.
But maybe you guys got to
then
get this
yeah,
shit.
probably a good idea.
Makes fucking
Get
sense
the
then.
vaccine.
But
for a
yeah,
young,
dude.
healthy 10 and 12-year-old, no. So
We got sold on bullshit, and that's the facts. Fuck
Yeah.
off. Sorry, I'm not playing your shit. That's it. That's how I feel. I
so
wish you the best.
yeah, this is a long. So I don't know if I have anything for this second part, but here's her second question.
I think this is the one I like with the whole,
Yeah.
the band. Like
Yeah.
that's one that I can we haven't figured out, but I definitely want to figure this out.
Yeah. So I heard this she says, I heard this question on another favorite podcast of mine and thought it would be useful here. With Norm's musical inclination,
Yes.
and as Kenny had
Like
mentioned
this.
before, he was a big fan of paranormal
Yep.
cryptozoology
I don't know that part, but yeah, what is that? Look that up, Jojo.
as a kid growing up. Did you mention you were a fan of cryptozoology? as a
I think
kid
I talked
growing up?
about like Bigfoot,
Oh,
UFOs.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
That's
it was
probably
Bigfoot,
what it is.
UFOs, and like Evil Knievel.
Sure. All right. So here's the actual question. If you could pick your own all-star lineup for the ultimate 4 or 5 piece band using only cryptids / paranormal entities, who would you choose? What would they play? And what genre of music would they perform?
Oh, I got something that just popped up in my
Hold
head.
on.
I'm sorry.
Nothing is safer for the White Guys podcast than these topics. I'm sure you'll agree. Well, number one, Joe, the first question was not safe. You brought up the fucking COVID vaccine. That is
Rona.
one of the most contentious issues that our country and the world has dealt with in the past couple of years. But the second one,
That's the one I
I'll
get.
give you the second
Yeah.
one. That one. Cheers, chaps. And it's signed Lost Mojo, which is sad.
I would say Bauhaus would definitely be a band that I would like entertain for some paranormal stuff.
But she wants to know
I don't think I'm educated enough.
what
to know.
are the what are the characters like.
Like
Would
individual-
Bigfoot be playing an electric slap bass?
Oh.
Would there? I don't even know. Like, would there be a leprechaun playing percussion? Like that kind of thing. And she's talking
gotta
about
think
these.
about
Did
that
you look
more.
up cryptozoology?
Yeah, so I looked up like the
Help me.
job description of it in a sense. So like there's in a sense like actual careers out there for these.
Okay.
And so it says why I'm gonna mess all these big words up.
Yeah,
'cause
It's
I'm just-
okay. It's okay.
Why biologists regularly identify new species. Cryptozoologists often focus on creatures from the folkloric record.
Sure.
Most famously, these include the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot,
Yeah.
Love it.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on the something.
Chupachaga.
Yes.
So all these things that are
Chupacabra.
in
Yeah.
society that we still
Quetzalcoatl.
yeah, and myths.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess these people do the research and behind this and
All right. Cool.
go for it.
So
All right,
yes,
so I get it,
Nessie.
yeah.
I did art pieces with Nessie.
Yeah.
In it. Like so, yeah. Like I'm definitely game on that. Like I like draw weird. I did a cool piece a couple of years. I mean, it's probably been like longer than a couple of years ago, but
So I would definitely Quetzalcoatl definitely has to be in there. Who was this Mayan bird god type figure?
yeah.
Quetzalcoatl would definitely have to be the lead singer. He'd be like almost like a David Lee Roth type character.
Yes.
Super flamboyant, feathers, spandex,
Yup.
that kind of thing.
You got it.
All right, so we got a lead singer.
The Yankee Rose.
What do you got, Joe?
What do you think their average salary is? Just take
Cryptozoologist?
So let's go from minimum to
Hold on.
maximum.
I'm gonna say a number.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say maybe like $550 a year.
550,000.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Cryptozoologist?
I just made it up.
I don't think it's
I just made that up. Like I'm hoping it's a lot.
65.
So, the average minimum is $35,000 a year. The
Damn, I
average,
was hopeful.
the average, like the top end of the average, is $81,000 per year.
There you go. I was right in the middle.
So
I'm just trying to make
that-
people rich.
like
I'm telling you, I want
know,
everyone to be
know,
wealthy.
interesting that is. So like I don't want to hate on anyone's job. However you make money, you make money. That's the end of the day. You need to make money to survive. But essentially, these people are making money on researching things that aren't proven. Which I mean, in a sense, it's like a scientist in a way. Like scientists try to research and discover new things. You know what I mean? So, as much as I want to laugh at the fact that $81,000 a year to research something that's a myth or folktale, but I mean at the same time, hey, good for you. You know what I mean? Get that
When
money.
you're passionate about whatever you do, you're gonna be successful. That's period. That's
All right, we got a lead singer.
You do. So we
Yeah.
got the what is it?
Quetzalcoatl.
I'm not gonna pronounce that ever, but go ahead. Council Cokel. Yeah.
So I would say, all right, so let's
So that's the lead singer.
Wait, overall, I'm going to say this band is probably some kind of combination of psychedelic folk and prog rock. So there's probably some synthesizers, but there's definitely some more earthy elements, like some acoustic guitar, probably some hand drums, some djembes, stuff like that, like good vocals, but then there's some spaciness of synthesizers and things like that. So
we got to find this band.
we need a drummer. We probably need a bass player. We need some guitarists. We need a synth player for sure. I mean, you could I don't know if this stuff is just terrestrial or if it extends to
I think
outer
it'd be
space.
extraterrestrial.
But I think we could definitely just the classic gray-skinned, big head
That'd be
alien
great. I
guy
love
is probably definitely the synth player.
For
He probably
years-
has a whole setup of crazy synthesizers that he plays with his mind. There's not even keys.
Yeah,
He's just thinking the sounds
tapping it.
and they're coming out.
Love it.
Guys, the real question is, do you want these people in the band to have a college degree in zoology?
No. Definitely
No.
not. No college degrees at all. No
Because-
no one should have a
because
college degree.
You can get a college degree in zoology.
Well, zoology, yeah.
Yeah.
But cryptozoology
Oh.
is what we're
Look
talking
that
about.
shit up, Jojo.
Okay, I'll look
Yeah.
that up.
No,
Yeah.
zoology is a real thing.
Get
Cryptozoology
back
is what,
get back to work.
yeah.
Yeah, I would love. I always when I was miserable, I wanted to get abducted. It was one of the funniest shit. When I was unhappily working where I chose to work, and then decided that wasn't my thing. I was I don't want to be here anymore.
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
Abduct me, please.
Take me away to the motherland.
More to say abduct shit.
Yeah.
More punk rock. I don't know this
Why not?
fucking what are you doing over there, but
It's one of your favorite bands, bitch.
who was it? Sing it again. I'm sorry.
Take me away to the motherland. Thank you.
Oh, Ween.
There you go.
I love it. I got you. You're the right one.
All right, so we've been talking for way too long now, and we still only have a lead singer. Who's
Yeah.
gonna play bass?
It's got to be fucking Les Claypool all day.
So who's
But
closest
he's an
to
alien. But he's an alien.
Tupac.
Bigfoot
Oh, Bigfoot is Les Claypool.
is the bass player. right?
I can see that. Yeah,
What else is he gonna play? He's either playing bass or drums.
we could have the Jersey Devil play drums.
Ooh,
Well, you don't think
Jersey Devil.
Bigfoot in the background? Like we talk about even with ours, that triangle effect. You'd have your guys in front, and then you'd have your Bigfoot like making that triangle of the band of how they position themselves.
yeah,
I see that, unless he puts his like fist through the snare or
I'm
something like
thinking-
that.
yeah. Well, they'd have to be like thick animal skin drums for Bigfoot to play, but I think we need like a light, airy female singer, like some kind of pixie
Yeah.
sprite.
What about
Type.
Dracula's
You could have
wife?
Pippi Longstocking sing.
Bride of Dracula, Pippi
Yeah.
Longstocking. Tinkerbell. What about Tinkerbell?
Too Disney.
Oh, you're not into Disney? What's your problem with Disney?
I have no problems, but it's not the
Oh.
one.
Okay.
That's not the one we want. I'm sorry.
All right. But
Yes.
a Tinkerbell-ish character, like a
I like the idea,
Fairy.
yes,
A
but
fairy.
not just no Disney.
I think fairies would be categorized as
Smurfette.
cryptids. Smurfette.
Nah, she's not the right one.
No.
Smurfette?
I mean, what kind of vibe do you want? You can get like a witch or so, like
Hold on, let me think about.
Because do you want an uppity like bright band, or do you want like a more goth kind of band?
Well, it's gonna be a combination. There's gonna be like a darkness to the folk. It's gonna be like kind of a gothy psychedelic folk side, but then there's gonna be some electronic prog kind of flourishes to it. So
That's a good question.
yeah,
It's a very good question. I can't think of it.
maybe we'll think about it more and come back to it.
We have to do the work because I just can't think of it
Yeah.
right now. But like, there's definitely we got to put the band together.
We don't have a
We're a
great
big
answer
band.
for you, Joe. I'm sorry.
But we were like thinking about you,
Uh,
and we definitely sorry we've
but-
been feeling that because I think you got all that stuff. I
Yeah.
loved it. Like I like the second part. Like I can't help it with the other,
yeah.
or I could, but
I don't know if there's supplements.
Yeah.
In it. What's that one? Horny goat weed. That's an herb.
Yeah.
Supposedly men take to up there. But
Well,
most
she's
men
done
don't
it
have a problem with their sex drive,
until you get old.
till you get older. But it's not hitting me yet.
Oh shit, yo, Normie, fucking play.
He's still rolling deep in it. You know
He's
what I mean? Yeah, different woman every night, right, Norm?
Different something every night. Yeah.
I'm fucking bored up.
A different video every night. for sure.
999 categories, man. That's an interesting night.
Yo,
Yeah. So many.
it's time. I got a pizzle.
Back now with full video. We had a little glitch with our video camera for the last 20 minutes of that episode. So we're
happens.
back from the video break. We're back from the piss break, and I think Kenny, you wanted to thank somebody.
Yes, I do. I want to thank Austin from the Laurel Locks, the Coventry Parlor at Laurel Locks. He blessed us with these beautiful lighting set. You can see how beautifully look on camera.
We got 2 new lights.
How we look?
Yeah.
How's my profile?
They were a little harsh, actually, last time. Last
Yeah.
episode was the first time we used them, and we had to.
We did white nose
Dial
on
it
my
back a
nose.
little bit,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
rough. I'm like, we did the playback. I was like, yeah, my nose is
It
so
was
white.
harsh.
I can't see it.
We had bad shadows. We had white spots on our
He
face.
told me about the dials, but we got a dial in this.
You
week,
thought we
so
were white before, and then with the highlights.
My nose
from
was
these
so
white-
white you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, what's going on? There's Jesus on my nose. But yeah, I want to thank you, Austin and Mary, Laurel Ox, bless me for the work and these lights to fucking crush our honky show.
And that's it.
That's it, dude.
We're out of here.
Cheers.
Episode 8.
8 done. Enjoy yourself or don't.
Boo!
All right, boys. There it is. Episode 8.
There it is.
Nice.
Yo, you fucked up. You son of a bitch. Yo, could you imagine?
White guy.